Alright, we're back. Okay, I had to go find my adapter here to go from 1/4 inch to 3/8 drive. We got our wrench already set. I forget the number set at, but it's probably like 15 or 16 foot-pounds, I think, is what they use on those rocker box bolts. So we're definitely at that number. Looks like I already had about that tight already. Alright, so they're full torque. See, I already had a full torque even without the torque wrench. Okay, so you pull your cam out. See the crank still rotates freely. Good. And the big check is to make sure your crank has, you can slide back and forth. See, like that? So if it'll slide back and forth, it's not binding at all. So we want to make sure you can do that. And you can check it in different parts of rotation. And even though you might not feel any binding, this will tell you if it is or not. If it's binding at all, it's a tight spot. So you just collect that. See right here, it's a little tight right here. See, it's a little looser here. So one pointer in the turn, it gets tight a little bit. And that's probably over there in the oil pump. It's not enough to cause it to not work, it's just a little snug. So it's fine. Alright, so all that works pretty good. So we do our lifter blocks, lifters. Set up the holes really good. So where's the lifters at? And when you start filming, you gotta quit talking or you fix it up on the phone, on the camera.
I ain't answering anymore.
When you start giving out credit card information, it's probably not the best thing to do there on the phone, on the camera. Some people appreciate that, but you know, I don't know if you would. So these feel like they're pretty dry. These are pretty dinky diameter lifters. The rollers are small. Not stock dimension like that?
Well, stock is even. Oh gosh, you see this Harley stock.
I think they're really small looking lifters. Do they make you smaller in twin cam? The diameter?
No, they're identical to twin cam.
This looks like it's a lot smaller than a regular Harley. Okay. So when the whirler doesn't roll freely, that means you got oil in there. That means it's lubed. When you drop it down, make sure the roller's going the right direction. Important.
Well, those cups will solve that problem for you.
Yeah, you know, people won't be going sideways or off. Okay, so here's a real Harley lifter diameter. Okay, yeah, it is bigger. Good. And I wanted to see bigger in these. Very important. Loose, hear it. Feel free to get dirty. Just put it on the one side and then flip around to the other side. Don't waste it. I don't care what they say, it doesn't matter where the hole is. The whole thing fills up full of oil. Let's see if it goes that way. Yep. The other one. Got the roller in the right direction.
Yep.
Going there nice and free.
So if you get scarring inside of the lifter bores,
You're
do you
screwed.
lose oil pressure?
No, not really. It adds up, but it's not really gonna make that big of a difference. If the lifter comes out of the damn block, it'd make a big difference. But basic, as long as in the hole, is enough. Just be on the overlap strokes there. Okay, where's those fancy new blocks things we got? So we are using the non-black ones or blue ones.
Custom.
Star. It's got an F on it for front. That means it goes in the front, right?
Means don't front.
And we already figured out that you can't mix these up. Even if you put them on and flip them over, it still doesn't matter.
They're almost dummy proof.
They're pretty close.
I know a few people that could still somehow manage to.
I'm sure I could probably make it work if I had to. But, okay, so Harley had Loctite. Well, not Loctite. They had some kind of thread locker on it. Pretty severe stuff. I'm going to use blue because it's a 1/4-inch bolt.
Doesn't need a lot of it.
That's plenty right there. Now, do we have the size wrench?
That one, yeah.
That looks like the same as the Evo lifter block. Which would be my tool scale one. That one. And I did have these at my torque numbers pretty much right there.
So it's Harley rocker box torque spec.
Yeah, I tightened them up pretty good. That doesn't work anymore. Oop, that's like that. That's pretty tight.
We call that Tatro torque.
It's torqued. Same deal if you want to check it. Get the adapter out. You can strip it.
I don't know if this torque wrench is calibrated, but oh,
Is it tight?
he gave me one little baby tug. There we go.
Is that just a little
He was
something
off
there?
about 3 foot-pounds.
Yeah, I don't think so. Probably about 1. So I get that set for max torque for a 1/4-inch hardware. Harley gives you a variable. It's at the max. Spoke wrench. Okay. That one went there. All right. These are for later. You go up and down without binding. They're not moving.
This is not a push rod motor, apparently.
Requires a drive mechanism. See, on a real bike, when you put together, it's already got the gears in there already. So this one doesn't have them yet. Okay, so that part's good. So what do we got any drive stuff here with us now or not?
No.
Okay. Now, where's that gear after we had? That's over here. Now this is really tight. This is, who made this one? Store make this one too?
So I don't put those on, or I won't put that on since we got to hammer it on until I have the other
Okay,
two.
you don't really want to be hammering on this.
Well, not hammer, but
You want to use the bolt to pull it in. You can lightly tap it without moving the crank. Kind of like that hard. If you gotta go more than that, don't do it. If it go on like that, fine. But if not, then pull it together, your bolt or whatever. But you gotta make sure the bolt's got some threads in there, not just 2. So you might have to get a different bolt to start it initially. and then get that in there.
So the only reason I bought that one, Fueling actually makes that.
Mm-hmm.
It's a snugger fit.
Oh, it's
Because
snug.
the Harley one is not a snug fit, and I've had them back off.
Well, that gives you that variable cam timing.
I had it back off and spun and ruined the crank.
Nice. So where's where the Volta goes here? Oh, right next to it.
That we can put on.
No reason till you lose the plunger. Leave it in the package. Chance of losing parts is high. This one didn't want to start for some reason. That is not happy. Perfect, right in the trash.
Right where it belongs.
In the trash. So that one is not happy in there. They have some extra buildup on that one.
That one's perfect.
No, this one didn't want to go either.
It's a screw.
That is not going to go.
Yeah, it's a screw. May have more.
Okay, well, we don't want to force this in there, so
Yeah, I can toss that one. I have others.
I don't know why it's tied like that. So it's the hard anodizing made the holes snug. This one's snug, but it went in.
But it went in on the bottom too with that other screw, so it's definitely a screw.
Yeah, this one went in real nice. So this one's a little bit smaller than this one. Production variation on thread dimensions. So to put this one in here, you're going to have to go put oil on it, go back and forth a bunch of times and burnish it in. So hopefully you got a better one. So we'll leave that one out. This one's usable. If you don't have another, like I said, put the oil on there and run it out a bunch of times, and it'll hopefully make itself fit without sticking. If it sticks, you lose the cam plate. Or you're going to bring it back over and have to tap the board out and play with it and piss me off. Okay, so a little extra oil is going to come out there, so I'll wipe off that for now. Okay. Alright. Take care of the lower end for now. Just forgot the cylinders. Alright. Next thing. Cut.